I'm David Webster, Chief Executive of Dougie Mac Hospice. Welcome to our dedication of lights ceremony, when we will switch on the lights of our Dougie Mac Christmas tree and dedicate them to all of the special people in our lives that we remember by taking part in our Light Up a Life campaign. Last year, we delivered this ceremony online to you for you to enjoy at home, and your feedback suggested that you enjoyed it that way, so we decided that due to social distancing and some uncertainties of the pandemic, it was safer to do it this way again. This year is the 26th year of Light Up a Life, and as you're aware, I'm sure, now that we have joined together with the Children's Hospice, we feel it's very poignant as we light up the skies to support all of our families at Dougie Mac, including adults, children and young adults. It gives us the opportunity to share with new families to whom we have recently been introduced. The last couple of years have been difficult for us all. Restrictions have meant that we've not been able to join together to share special times with one another and to grieve together, to support one another as well as celebrate in numbers. Thankfully, we are kind of getting back to some sort of normality now, and we can meet up again. Our annual Light Up a Life campaign brings us together, albeit virtually, enabling us to pause and reflect on our many blessings and to cherish time spent with those we loved but who are no longer with us to celebrate Christmas. Shortly, we will invite you to light a candle from the comfort of your own home so that you too can be part of it all. We have a selection of Christmas songs, music and reflective readings for you to ponder and to enjoy. And this year we have included first-hand filming of the care at both the Adult Hospice and the Children's Hospice. And this hopefully will give you a little insight to the magic that we deliver every day. So Light Up a Life is not only important to us because of our loved ones, but it raises much needed funds to enable us to deliver that care that we talk about. The campaign continues to resonate with all of us here at Dougie Mac. Over the years, people like you have made generous donations to dedicate a light on our hospice tree and to remember so many people. This means that you have helped raise vital funds towards the hospice over time. And it's therefore thanks to you that we are able to continue to provide the excellent care for our patients and families. And it's important that we can deliver this long into the future. Last year, you helped to raise a staggering £130,000 through this campaign. And if this is your first time, welcome to our Light Up a Life family. Already, you have donated thousands of pounds, and there are thousands of people's lights ready to shine on our trees at the front of both the Children's Hospice as well as the Adult Hospice this year. Joining me for the next half hour or so will be members from all different areas of my team at the hospice, and I'm delighted to include for the very first time our team from the Children's Hospice. The success of the Children's Hospice already means that we are back open 7 days a week, caring for children and young adults around the clock, in line with the care that we already provide at the Adult Hospice. Martin, our spiritual lead, will shortly take us through the dedication of lights. So thank you. Thank you for joining us virtually this year. Sit back, enjoy, and together we'll remember our loved ones, knowing we can help others in the future. I hope our candles will shine brightly, lighting up the way through the darkness. Thank you.
You never imagine your loved one will need the care of Dougie Mac. But when our dad, Mick Harrison, was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumour in July 2019, they were there for us from the very beginning to the end of our journey. I first thought that the hospice was a very sad place. My grandma passed away in the hospice in 1992, and I suppose I'd always associated it with loss. When I visited the hospice for the first time as an adult, however, I couldn't believe how happy and bright it was. It didn't feel sad at all, but peaceful and comforting. Everything felt so much warmer than I had expected. The first contact we had from the hospice was a few days after my dad's diagnosis, when they called to speak to my mum. I answered the phone, and after taking a few details, the nurse asked, "And how are you doing?" This was a question no professional had asked any of us before, and from that moment I was reassured that the support the hospice gave was not just for the patient, but for the whole family. Dougie Mac first offered Dad physiotherapy, which he really enjoyed as he loved going to the gym to keep fit. It gave him a sense of pride and purpose and extended his mobility. The physio sessions also gave my mum much needed respite, which she often spent chatting to the other physiotherapists, who were brilliant listeners. When Dad was admitted in February 2020, the care he received was astounding. If he wanted a bath at midnight, he could have one. If he wanted sandwiches at 2 a.m, it was no problem. One nurse even went out and bought him oatcakes on a Sunday morning, just because he fancied some. Dad passed away 5 days after his 59th birthday on the 2nd of April 2020. By taking away the burden of care, they gave us the precious time together that we so desperately wanted and needed. Dougie Mac gave my dad dignity, comfort and peace in his final weeks, something we will always be indebted to the hospice for. So thank you. Your donations mean a lot. It makes care like ours happen.
I'm going to share a poem with you called Candlelit Heart. Somewhere across the winter world tonight, you will be hearing chimes that fill the air. Christmas extends its all-enfolding light across the distance, something we can share. You will be singing just the same as I, these familiar songs we know so well, and you will see the same stars in your sky and wish upon the brightest one that fell. I shall remember you and trim my tree, one shining star upon the topmost bough. I will hang wreaths of faith that all may see. Tonight I glimpse beyond the here and now, and all the time that we must be apart, I keep a candle in my heart.
Hi, my name's Usman from Absorbed Events and Absorbed IT Solutions. So, our company for many years has been supporting Dougie Mac. Over the years we found it quite easy to support them without having to have a reason. Being a local advocate of supporting young people and vulnerable people in the community, I think our brand very much represents that as well. So over the years we found it quite easy to support Dougie Mac because it's part of our faith. So we've got involved in multiple campaigns, whether it's the Light Up for Life campaign, where it's been running for Dougie Mac, or basically collect a pound sort of through our businesses, run multiple sort of events that we've always got involved with. We've offloaded whatever support we can from our events company to deliver their charity balls. So yeah, it's been a fantastic journey to be part of their sort of campaigns. My personal belief about Dougie Mac is that it's very, very important to realise that as we're going through our journey of life, we all have families and we're all affected in different ways. And losing loved ones or having loved ones going through a system where they need care, a resource so powerful in the community such as Dougie Mac can really help ease that burden on the families. Being local, that's so important for local families to be involved, as well as businesses to help Dougie Mac.
At this time of year in the Northern Hemisphere, we're heading towards the time of the shortest day, the longest night. We're plunging into the darkness of midwinter. And yet it is also a time when light is celebrated, when love is celebrated, when new beginnings are marked. In November, the Sikh, Hindu and Jain communities celebrated Diwali, and the Jewish community Hanukkah, the festival of light. In December, the Buddhist community celebrates the enlightenment of the Buddha, the pagan community, the Feast of Yule, the Christian community, the Festival of Christmas. And at the end of the month, we will all mark, in our own way, a new year. How appropriate then that we gather for our Festival of Lights, our Festival of Love. For many years here at our hospices, we've gathered around our trees and decorated them with a multitude of lights, beacons shining in memory of loved ones. And so we come together again to formally switch on and dedicate the lights for our Light Up a Life 2021. If you're planning to light a candle or small light at home as part of our dedication, then now would be a good time to make sure that you've got it ready.
Chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah.
I'm sharing a poem called To Light a Candle. Shall I light a candle? No, I shall light 4, to bring me close to seeing you, even just once more. For thought I missed you in the dark, passed by you in the night. The candle brings me back to you, guiding by its light. So shall I light a candle? No, I shall light 4, to see your light and feel your warmth, always and once more.
A single light can fulfill several functions. It can illuminate a gloomy place, guide us on a path, help us mark a celebration. Those we remember today lit our lives, guided us and helped us to celebrate. Although their time is spent, their light shines on. Like the stars in the heavens, although seemingly distant, the glow of their life reaches across time and space. The lights we dedicate today are a symbol of the light they brought into our lives and of the love that shines in us for them. As our next piece of music is played, you're invited to illumine whatever light you've chosen at home. And as you do so, you may want to speak the name of the person or the peoples that you're remembering, so that their names are heard and made live wherever you are. Together, we dedicate our lights of love. May our trees and the lights burning brightly remind us of the renewing nature of love. Remind us of the renewing love of nature. Remind us of those who are dear to us. May our lights shine out. In a moment of stillness, let us remember.
When your days are long and weary, and your mind is not at peace, when you think your life is over, and your troubles will not cease, let me be your light. Let me be your beacon in the night. If you hold on tight, everything will be all right. When your world is full of anger, and the pain too much to bear, when you feel so tired and lonely and that no one else will care, let me be your light. Let me be your beacon in the night. If you hold on tight, everything will be all right. Life has its challenges. Life has its woes. We will never ever know what will come and go. Just hold on tight, my friend, and pray with all your might. I will see you through the storm. Let me be your light.
On Friday the 25th of May 2018, We were gently told that our beautiful son Ed was tiring and that he was heartbreakingly reaching the end of his life. Although deep in our hearts we knew that Ed was becoming more and more unwell and tired, these words spread through us physically and filled us with a heartbreaking ache and a silent cry that will always remain. For 26 days, the team at the Donna Louise Hospice, now Dougie Mac, nurses, carers, doctors, they gave us the most precious gift any family could receive. Intuitively, they took over all of Ed's medical care and made it their aim to allow him to be pain-free and to be comfortable. And we were blessed to have back all of our time with Ed as mum and dad, time to love and hold him, hold each other. 2 beds became one. They were put together to create a family bed where we lay together, we laughed, we cried. Sometimes we listened to music, most of the time we listened to music, as it was always Ed's favourite thing to do. The day your child is born is life-changing. It's a day frozen in time, locked into your heart. The capacity you suddenly have to love opened up like no other experience. We now know the day you say goodbye to your child is as precious as that moment of birth. To have been guided to this point, carefully embraced by the loving care of the staff, will be the most powerful experience of our life as a family.
So that brings us almost to the end of our dedication of lights ceremony. I really hope you've enjoyed it and found it meaningful, in recognition of those whom we have lost, but whom we dearly remember. Now, Christmas would not be the same without children and good cheer. So I would like to introduce you to some of our children and families for whom we care. I know they have a special message they'd like to sing for you. So my best wishes to you and your families. We really do appreciate your support, the support you've given us in the past, the support you give to us now, and of course the support we hope you'll continue to give us for some time to the future. A very happy Christmas, have a peaceful new year, and thank you. Kids, it's over to you.